This is a cookie jar, and I take the top off, but it's hard to get back on. And I don't know much about it, except that I love it.
Mary Strauss loves everything connected to the 20th century entertainer, war hero, activist, cultural icon, and St. Louis native Josephine Baker.
I think it catches her personality.
The French love Josephine Baker too, which is why videographer and editor Ariel Monage of France TV has come to Baker's hometown and to the home of Mary Strauss to see what is arguably the largest individually owned collection of Baker memorabilia.
Josephine Baker is part of our culture. So even kids know Josephine Baker. And we still hear.
Monage and I are here for the same reason. In August of 2021, it was announced that Baker will be installed into the Pantheon monument in Paris. It's one of France's highest honors, not the first bestowed upon Baker, and it's inspired the production of retrospectives of her life. She was born Frida Josephine MacDonald in 1906. She started performing locally in vaudeville and progressed to New York City, Broadway, and eventually Paris, where she became a sensation. But as Mary Strauss, one of Baker's biggest fans, knows, it was just the beginning.
Here was a black woman who, and I want to read this, a strong woman of color, entertainer, freedom fighter, civil rights activist, and role model. And I just thought, and she changed so much, and she did so many things. So this is her book that she wrote about the Rainbow Tribe.
The Rainbow Tribe was Baker's name for her 12 racially diverse children adopted from around the world. It was a groundbreaking move in her personal life. She was a trailblazer professionally, too. Baker rose to fame in French dance halls, portraying a character from a colonial-era story, and was on stage clad in a short skirt of artificial bananas and little else. But as her star grew, Baker opened her own nightclub in which she had free rein to entertain audiences as a sophisticated songstress.
Oh, this I thought was really interesting.
It's a fashion photo of Baker taken in Havana during a world tour. The banana skirt image is turned on its head as a motif for a striking dress. Stunning images abound in the photographs, stage and movie posters, limited edition prints, some of which have yet to be framed, ceramics, and numerous other items in the Mary Strauss collection.
I think I started collecting Josephine the 70s, I think. I can't remember the first thing I got. And those two large posters, I mean, they're gigantic. Thank God I had a place to put them.
Who did you convince to even try to hang those there?
Don't.
That's a whole other story.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
There's also a story behind the single most impressive item in the Strauss collection, one of Josephine Baker's costumes. At the time of our visit, it was on loan to the Missouri History Museum for its exhibit, St. Louis Sound.
It's impossible to get her things. They never come up. There's a museum or something in Monaco where all of her costumes, and at Les Milan or Chateau. But it was in the wrong auction, and I got this outfit. I couldn't believe it.
That must have been like striking gold.
It was.
Baker's love for her adopted country led the expatriate to become a citizen of France. During World War II, she exploited her celebrity status to move easily between countries and spy for the French resistance. Post-war, she was decorated for her bravery. Baker was also active in the U.S. Civil Rights Movement and was the only female speaker at the March on Washington. On tour as an entertainer, she refused to perform at any venue where audiences were segregated. When she died in Paris in 1975, Baker received a state funeral with full French military honors. Yet, in the city of her birth, a street named for Baker in the Grand Center District, and a star on the Walk of Fame in the Del Mar Loop are among the few clues to her St. Louis roots. So the people who know of Baker's life and legacy appreciate how she's making headlines once again.
And we still hear, and I'm sure they still know, most of them, her songs. J'ai deux amours, I have two loves, Paris and my country and Paris. And this is, for example, one of her famous songs, and it's still known, well known in France.
Gathering up all of Josephine, who lives on the third floor, and bringing it down so it's in one place, it was really sort of interesting. But she was a great entertainer. She was loved.
For Living St. Louis, I'm Ruth Ezel.